Let's get started with the details.
Let me paint a picture for you. The year is 1996. The internet is this exciting, completely static, brand new frontier, right? You have a question, you type it into a search bar, and this polite, pixelated little butler named Jeeves goes and fetches a list of blue links for you. It was quaint. Honestly, it was safe, because it was entirely contained within that glowing rectangular screen sitting on your desk. Well, as of this week, Ask.com has officially shut down. And hey, while we can all take a second to feel a little pang of nostalgia for the early web, the reality of why this actually matters goes so much deeper. It literally marks the definitive end of an era where technology just waited patiently for us to ask it questions. Today, the technology isn't waiting anymore, and it is definitely not staying behind the glass. Welcome to This Explainer.
Today, we are looking at a phenomenon that I am calling the AI reality bleed. Because if you look at the incredibly fragmented, frankly chaotic headlines coming out of the tech industry over the last few days, a really clear, almost shocking narrative begins to form. We are witnessing the massive, aggressive expansion of artificial intelligence out of software boxes and directly into our physical world. From mapping our actual streets to building literal robotic bodies, the digital realm is bleeding into physical reality.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. The old web dies. 2. Hollywood pushes back. 3. AI enters the physical world. 4. The multi-billion-dollar arms race. And 5. The big tech legal battles. Section 1. The old web dies. The end of an era. This right here brilliantly illustrates the exact moment the internet landscape permanently changes. We're witnessing the sunsetting of 1990 search. Ask.com shutting down? That represents the death of the reactive internet. You know, the web that only did something when you explicitly told it to. Now compare that to 2020's embodied AI. With Meta buying robotic startups and Uber building these massive sensor grids, this is proactive, physical intelligence. We aren't just fetching links anymore, we're building systems that actually perceive, navigate, and eventually manipulate the physical environment all around us. Section 2. Hollywood pushes back. Human creativity strikes back. Now, as AI models get better and better at generating hyper-realistic video, voice, and text, the entertainment industry is drawing a hard line. The Oscars have officially declared that AI-generated actors are completely ineligible for awards, and they've gone ahead and outright banned AI-generated scripts. They are aggressively protecting the definition of human art at the highest institutional levels. And it's not just movies either. Over in the music industry, Spotify is introducing verified artist badges specifically designed to help listeners distinguish actual human beings from AI-generated tracks. It's fascinating, really, because we're watching society try to build cultural firewalls in real time. But here's the catch. While Hollywood might be able to protect the silver screen, the physical world, that is much, much harder to contain. Section 3. AI enters the physical world, mapping our reality. So check this out. Uber wants to take its millions of human drivers and basically turn them into a continuous rolling sensor grid. Everyday drivers are just driving their normal routes, picking up food or dropping off passengers, but underneath all of that, those cars become a pervasive sensor network constantly capturing physical data about the world around them. And that dynamic, real-world data, it feeds straight into self-driving companies. Uber isn't just a ride-hailing app anymore. They are attempting to become the actual nervous system of the physical road.
And it definitely goes beyond just mapping streets with cars. Take Meta's humanoid AI ambitions. They recently acquired a robotics startup specifically to bolster their push into building AI that operates in physical, human-like robotic forms. Just think about that massive shift for a second. Tech giants whose entire empires were built on software, on social media feeds and digital ads, are now aggressively investing in metal, motors, and physical embodiment. They know the future isn't just processing text on a screen. It's interacting with gravity, physical objects, and real-world spaces.
Section 4. The multi-billion-dollar arms race, fueling the future. $900 billion. Let that sink in for a moment. According to recent reports, the AI company Anthropic could be looking at a new funding round that would push its valuation to nearly $1 trillion. We aren't talking about typical Silicon Valley startup numbers anymore. This is nation-state level capital. This staggering figure perfectly demonstrates the absolute scale and, frankly, the desperation of the AI arms race. The biggest players know for a fact that whoever controls the foundational intelligence of the next decade will essentially control the global economy.
Now, what is truly staggering here is the sheer velocity of the money flowing across this entire ecosystem. It's rapid fire everywhere you look. DeepMind's David Silver just raised $1.1 billion to build AI that learns without human data, basically trying to break past the limitations of human knowledge altogether. Investment firm Coatue, they are literally buying up physical land for data centers, potentially for that massive Anthropic scale-up we just talked about. 137 ventures raised $700 million for growth stage funds. Even specialized health tech companies like Muesli are securing $360 million from General Catalyst, and they aren't even giving up equity. The infrastructure, the land, the servers, the underlying algorithms, it's all being fueled by an absolute fire hose of cash.
Section 5. The Big Tech Legal Battles. Titans clash over AI's future.
So this is essentially the geopolitical map of big tech right now, as these titans clash aggressively in courtrooms to secure their positions. On one front, you have Elon Musk versus OpenAI. Recently on the stand, Musk testified that his new company, xAI, actually trained its Grok model on OpenAI's models. On another front, there's a massive web involving OpenAI, Microsoft, and Amazon. In a highly strategic move, OpenAI ended legal peril for Microsoft regarding a massive $50 billion deal involving Amazon. We aren't just watching technological development anymore. We are watching high-stakes corporate maneuvering to carve out dominance before the rules are even fully written.
Which leaves us with this final, absolutely critical question. From the quiet shutdown of a 1990 search engine to the buzzing sensor grids of Uber cars and the billion-dollar valuations of autonomous systems, as the old web dies and AI bleeds into our physical reality, who will ultimately control the physical grid? It is quite possibly the most important question of our time, and the battles over the answer are happening right now, in the data centers, in Hollywood, and in the courts. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. If you want to continue making sense of all this chaos, make sure to subscribe for more AI secrets.